Today's recommendation is the
Haven't you heard? There's a strange
I smell rabbit.
Which should I choose?
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfing.
Should I choose?
Truly is fascinating.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer
Guess
near
I'll
Wolfing.
post a commission at the Adventurers Guild. Today's recommendation is the steak.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
And a radish veggie soup.
Today's recommendation is which should I choose?
Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. How can I help you?
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Welcome. Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Welcome. How can I help you? Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Welcome. How can I help you? Come take a look. There will
Today's
definitely be something that
recommendation
catches your eye.
is the steak.
Welcome. How can I help you?
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Haven't you heard?
I smell rabbit.
Strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Commercial port is almost back.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Welcome. How can I help
Come
you?
take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Add as
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt... May the glory of the Prinzessin bring light to this world. I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt... I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication. I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt... may the glory of the Prinzessin bring light to this world. I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication. I created another universe and founded paradise, for I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
Oi, oi, som. Alguém na escuta? Oi, oi, som. Alguém na escuta? O eco maledito. Ai, galera, e aí, como estão? Como vão vocês? Tudo bem? Nunca mais eu tinha feito aqui as lives, e ainda mais nunca mais eu tinha feito as lives com o microfone. Faz mais de um mês, um pouquinho mais de um mês que eu não dou graça da minha voz aqui para vocês que adoram e relaxam com minha belíssima voz. O de hoje tá meio atrapalhado porque ontem tava sem net aqui. Infelizmente a internet caiu e o dia todo ficou sem net. E hoje eu não joguei ainda, não tinha aberto ainda o Genshin. Geralmente quando eu vou fazer live eu gosto de jogar mais cedo, por exemplo, tipo, eu faço de manhã as missões e aí eu gasto as resinas e eu entro até na live um pouco mais cedo para gastar o resto das resinas que acumularam. Mas só que nem mais cedo deu pra entrar porque eu estava dormindo. Então não fiz as missões diárias. Vou ver se adianta agora. Aliás, essa equipe mesmo. Não fiz as missões diárias. Vou fazer aqui rapidinho, gastar as resinas e logo depois continuamos com a nossa série O Caminho dos Arcontes, dia 7. E assim vamos seguindo a vida. Bora pra segunda missão. Ai, perdão. Só queria saber como meu espirro tinha saído na gravação. Tenho que me conter e fazer a fina, porque meu espirro é alto demais. Mas como está minha live, não quero estourar os tímpanos de ninguém. Pera aí. Estamos aqui para pegar o suprimento. Já que tá muita movimentação aqui, o suprimento deve estar por aqui por baixo. Ali um. Vou tentar ser o mais rápido possível e aqui a gente vai pegar o suprimento rápido e entregar rápido e assim terminar a missão rápido. Outra aqui. Tá, aqui maravilha. Já podemos entregar e vazar. Eu peguei uma xicrinha de café porque preciso acordar, né? Tudo bem que eu não tô com sono mais, mas foi um sacrifício maledito pra sair da cama, que eu tava com muito sono. Ontem de noite eu tava tentando gravar aqui um... Ai, gente, só essa vida de canal de youtuber, de streamer, de gametuber, de youtuber, é só pauleira. Pauleira quando você não tem equipamento, né, que é tudo mais complicado ainda. Ontem eu fui aproveitar que eu não tava com internet nem nada e disse, eu vou fazer o que eu sempre quis fazer aqui, que era iniciar a gameplay de algum jogo do Nintendo. Na verdade eu já tinha iniciado uma vez, só que já tinha dado problema, já tinha dado erro, já tinha dado uma grande merda. E aí eu fui tentar por uma segunda vez. Opa, que foi fazer esse quadro que eu quero lançar aqui no RP. Eu queria fazer acontecer de novo, novamente. E aí tal, eu comecei a gravar o jogo de Aladdin no emulador aqui no meu notebook. Tá, gravei tudo, coloquei um microfone, coloquei o OBS para capturar a tela, coloquei tudo de bom e testei tudo para não dar erro, mas aí eu coloquei meu celular para gravar aqui como se fosse uma webcam, coloquei um tripézinho e foi. Aí o jogo é super rápido e deu tipo 1 hora e 5 minutos de gravação. Pensei que estaria tudo bem. E em parte estava tudo bem, que eu já tinha testado os bagulhos. Mas só que aí, quando a gravação terminou tal, eu fiz tudo, que eu fui jogar para o programa de edição, que eu fui testar. Aí eu passo o vídeo que eu tinha gravado no meu celular, eu passo pro meu notebook. E é isso que eu descobri, que o arquivo do vídeo tinha corrompido. Como, não sei, só sei que eu perdi tudo que eu gravei. E aí agora eu fiquei bem triste, né, de ter que regravar isso de novo, porque já foi a segunda vez que eu tentei gravar. Na primeira tudo bem, que faz mais de 1 ano que eu tentei gravar ou algo assim. Ou faz mais de 1 ano, ou vai fazer 1 ano que eu tentei gravar esse jogo e também já tinha dado erro, mas o erro da outra vez foi falha minha, né? Que se não fosse isso, já estaria aqui no canal há muito tempo. E o erro foi meu, que eu deixei no OBS o som ligado com o som do jogo, tipo, eu não criei outro canal de áudio. E aí ficou tudo misturado e pra fazer a edição seria uma completa bosta. Enfim, né? Fazer o que? Tentar uma terceira vez depois.
Ad Astra. Thank you for This realm. If you ever
deixa eu ver como tá a voz aqui, porque eu aproximei o ventilador. Deixa eu ver como tá a voz aqui, porque eu aproximei o ventilador. Tá um pouquinho de chiado, mas enfim, né? Gente, eu não posso ficar passando calor não. Droga, eu tô com canjinha. Mas que bosta, hein?
From whence you came!
Breath of the Flame! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Oh, Christ.
By royal decree!
Forth, my blade!
Incinerate!
Submit for judgment!
Burrão.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Cara, como o Sentiu faz falta em minha equipe, né? Tipo, sem ele eu não sou nada, basicamente. É de cortar o coração essa sensação. Ai, meu Deus. Por quê? É pra isso? Ah, não, vou ter que comer a comidinha, porque eu não quero ficar perdendo tempo aqui, não. Eu comi a grande burrice, esqueci de botar ele na equipe. E agora eu tô pagando o papo. Não, não, não. Não come de novo, não. Não come de novo, não. Morre. Isso. Boa. Colocar minha velha equipe pra... Minha velha equipe dos amigos pra pegar... Como é que fala? XP de amizade. Porque essa é a dica boa, né? Quando aprendi isso, eu não quis mais parar. Tem uma equipe exata para pegar o XP de amizade. Would you go along and play with me, step by step, heart, heart, left, right, left, we all fall down like the soldiers. Tá, na verdade vamos ativar aqui a missão e saber o que vai rolar agora. Cara, eu tô tão perto, eu nem sabia que era aqui. Simbora. Candace, chegamos. Todo mundo já chegou? Não. Todos estão esperando lá dentro. Ok. É, acho que melhor eu desativar o microfone um pouco, porque eu vou tomar um pouquinho de café.
Promise me that. What do you think? Okay.
For justice.
I created another universe and found...
Of course not.
Paradise.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody...
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready? Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit,
It's worth a try.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and...
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say.
That's what I wanted to hear. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on...
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
Candace gave us a compliment!
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care. You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while we all have our jobs to do after all. Of course. But the advantage... Just think about that mercenary who lost...
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar!
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good... Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering and the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness...
But if that's the case...
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to...
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Swallow Fury. Behold!
Ah, they're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A
slave to orders. And that's why rules are so In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify...
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right...
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Al-Haytham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment. So you'll take... Had I known Al-Haytham...
Look, you already know that we're all...
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon. This is also something you should know. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like some—
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid—
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties aren't— I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies—
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should—
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
The wind rises.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Reebok.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General no matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha,
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think, if you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never...
That's true. But what?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entire...
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings
como seus sentimentos e opiniões podem ser tão previsíveis a cada situação?
Sino,
no passado você sempre trabalhou sozinho, com a falta de outra pessoa influenciando você. Seus pensamentos do Akasha poderia produzir previsões que eram similares aos princípios comportamentais na vida real. Decisivos e cheios de princípios, foram usados apenas para solucionar problemas. É por isso que a Akasha pode entender vocês. Mas agora você se juntou ao time e acredito que a Akasha ainda não descobriu a composição completa desse time. Nossos pensamentos e lógica se emaranharam e se tornará luz complicada e caótica. Qualquer um de nós pode potencialmente discordar com o outro. Vamos lá, eu quero ver ação, quero ver muita luta.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't...
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
E aí, Marcelo Marciano, tudo beleza?
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Pode deixar.
Just remember to stay fit.
Apenas se lembre de ficar vigilante.
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembargo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler.
Luxembargo.
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And,
have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest...
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district.
We understood. Hurry, bring them...
Rápido.
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time?
None at all.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Bora ver como esse plano vai sair aí.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the academia. Get ready.
Vamos lá, em 2 dias. Aguarde até a hora marcada. Até a hora marcada. Deixa eu fazer o login aqui rápido. Fazer o login não, fazer check-in. Estamos nos aproximando da primeira hora da live, né? Vamos completar a primeira hora daqui a pouco, daqui a 4 minutos, acredito eu. Deixa eu ver aqui. Interessante. Começou a chover. Através da noite, antes do alvorecer, vá para o lado leste do deserto. Pra cá. 540, talvez eu consiga ir andando, mas posso poupar meus passos. Acho que eu não preciso recarregar nada não. Eu vi a tábua ali, eu pensei que foi daqueles escaravelho. Eu já disse escaramujo. Escaravelho.
Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Esperem. Ah, é você.
You're my assistant,
Vocês são meus assistentes, lembram disso, não é? Eu me lembro, não lembro. Sendo meus assistentes, deve ficar comigo, vamos até ali.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the academia, we are prepared to give it.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. They are our only
Eles são as
leads for
nossas
the
únicas
case.
pistas da investigação. Se morrerem, não poderemos contar com ela.
Understood.
Entendido. Pessoal, os eremitas estão se aproximando pelo oeste. Se preparem e estejam prontos para o combate. Vamos lá, tô sempre pronto para o combate.
Oh, what a warm welcome! Judging from those shiny
A julgar pelas
weapons in
armas
your
brilhantes em
hands,
suas mãos,
it
parece que
seems like
você não
you're
está
not
tão
interested.
interessado em um acordo. A academia descobriu sobre seu contrabando de vendas ilícitas. Se você valoriza sua vida, sugiro que se renda. E quem é você? Um matra na academia? Da academia? Ah, não acredito que você veio até aqui para nos capturar. Não estou aqui para conversar. Ninguém me deu tanta atenção assim desde que me tornei um mercenário. Irmãos, vamos levar nossas espadas com sangue deles. Vamos mostrar que nós, os eremitas, não devemos ser subjugados. Cadê eu tô? Já tava metendo porrada em todo mundo. Epa. Ah, tá com flechinha, né? Certinho.
Motion to compel.
Wretched vermin! Squall and fury!
Ai, ai. Agora eu tô aqui pensando e não sozinho com meus pensamentos. Cara, esse pessoal é a pior equipe que existe, viu? Os piores assistentes. Péssimo trabalho. Esse carinha da academia. Ô povo lerdo. Eu sou ruim, mas eles abusam. Acabou. Nós subjugamos. A operação terminou. Todos os mercenários eremitas e relacionados na área foram presos. Seus cansamentos da Arconte Dendro. Você vai se arrepender por isso. Arconte. Você vai se arrepender disso primeiro. O rei da Xerete amaldiçoará você e todos vocês. Silêncio.
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them. Yes, sir.
Olha só.
Mahamatra signing.
A
I will now take
trambicagem.
my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
Sem potências curiosas. Quando vê se alguém de trás da pedra.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there?
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get every...
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tighnari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
I have a very close relationship with Tighnari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this. If we need help, Tighnari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
By royal decree.
Behold! Search for it! Squall Fury!
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, down 7...
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. Alright, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, it really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tighnari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tighnari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tighnari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good! I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Party's DI.
Over there! Let's go say hi! Tighnari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Party's DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Cyno is working with us.
Cyno, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Cyno's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Cyno, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean...
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, Have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, you're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself, but if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but There's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the Academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The Academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the Academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tighnari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went! How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought.
Too slow.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves. Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui's.
Let's keep going and see what we...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way...
Ixi, acabou. Droga. Será que aconteceu? Eu perdi? Não. Ah, sim.
Shh! Don't drop. The port is crawling with...
Let's keep going and see...
Eu só queria colocar o microfone, né? Infelizmente não foi poder. Tá, então eu tenho que subir por aqui.
I've still only seen him once or twice.
Indo pelo canto pra desviar dos olhos.
Very different way from the way he speaks now.
Cadê
Maybe
eles
the way
lá?
people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him. It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Tá, eles estão conversando. É a droga!
Sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all
Vou
smiles
ficar
now.
aqui na maior, andando
You must be
limpinho.
mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
Causar muito tumulto. Aí eles vão pro navio. Tá demorando de carregar. Hoje deve ser a internet, né? Ontem tava assim, hoje tá meio...
So he told
Também
the
eu tô na
truth after
conexão
all.
2G.
He is actually
Talvez
leaving
assim se ele
Sumeru.
tivesse mais rápido. Eita,
Let's get
pra lá.
closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
As pontes todas... Ah, vem pra cá. Não carrega. Esconda-se em Winkala Funduk. Winkala.
This place will do. We can hide here while...
Il dottore.
He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is...
You mean...
And where are all the soldiers we saw?
They were all here just a few minutes ago.
So this was a trap. Wait.
Será que...
Luckily, there is still some time.
Felizmente ainda tenho tempo para lidar com tudo antes de partir. O navio condutor lentamente partiu para fora do porto.
Oh no.
Ah não.
They might be after Hypatia.
Ele talvez
Let's
esteja
get back
atrás
to
de
Party's DI.
Hypatia. Vamos voltar para o... algum lugar que eu não vi o nome.
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away.
Oh no!
Let's go!
E agora a menina virou alvo. Tá, pra onde a gente vai? Pra cá. Ok. Seguimos. É, tá com som.
Paradise Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to...
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research. Much less, I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Paradise Di now? I'm pretty sure...
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. I may be staying at Paradise Di as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer... It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety.
Then it seems our conversation...
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui really crossed the line. Teach him a lesson.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Tainari!
Eita cavalo, aquele sobresseria. Que mais?
Swan Fury! Know your place!
Incinerate! By royal decree!
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
Engraçado. Droga, ainda vem esses slime pra cá. Ai, eu dei essa. Às vezes a gente quer mirar nisso, aí vai em outro e assim fica essa situação. Acontece. Ai. Mas então o que fazer? Vamos. E aí, Ferreira Mix, tudo bem?
Motion to compel. Invisible evidence. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Pronto, custou pra matar esse cara, viu?
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it. Hypatia's still here.
É, a mulher já tomou um fatal.
Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
Ixi, escaramuche.
What? The Balladeer is here?
Se eu tô precisando de ajuda, não, tô fazendo as missões do Arconte aqui que já deveria ter feito há 1000 anos atrás, mas tá tranquilo. Tô fazendo só as missões da história mesmo.
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember?
I already saw you the first time you came to parties. I didn't need to do anything.
Eu não precisei fazer nada, tudo crédito e honra desconectar minha consciência de...
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch.
Por quê?
I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler! What are you doing?
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for God as they construct. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination. Yes. What? Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this.
É tudo porque ele não fala mesmo, né? Ele vem pra cá com essa história de ouvindo meus pensamentos. Mesmo que as teorias da academia sejam corretas e que você consiga ganhar a sabedoria de um deus, você provavelmente não seria mais você mesmo, se tornaria o novo Lorde Maior Hulk Devata. Eu passei tão rápido que não consegui ler o final.
Those words almost, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine.
Já tá desfilando aí pelos ares.
Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had recorded down before
Tudo que eu havia escrito era algumas memórias dolorosas, sentimentos humanos entediantes.
Such senseless indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking.
Tá aqui me segurando pra não tirar um print dessa tela.
So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know, it'll be for your own good, as
Será
well as
para o seu próprio
everyone
bem,
else's.
para o de todos também, seres humanos, sua espécie só encontra felicidade na ignorância. Se isso é o que você realmente acredita, porque manteve sua conexão com a Hypatia. Se você viu como eu gosto dela, acho que você estivesse na minha posição se sentiria da mesma forma.
And saw my past. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity.
E ela tá investida total na adoração do escaramuche.
You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
Vai protegê-la de tudo.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not the doctor has never known his place? Even now,
O patético humano acho que é capaz de interferir nos negócios de um novo Deus.
You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But it is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me.
Tá bom.
As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, God's...
Paimon is thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while.
Bom, ver se vai ser a hora que eu vou enfrentar ele, né? Não sei.
That means anyone outside is in danger!
Ou talvez seja mais tarde. Tô perdido no capítulo. No capítulo não. Não só no capítulo, como no enredo da história também.
Oh, have the Fatui retreated? Hey, what?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting,
já tomou uma
and just as
raiada.
things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started to... Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat.
Seu ferimento.
My wound
Que ferimento? Não
aside,
tem nem ferimento.
you look like you've seen some...
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there.
Vamos lá então. Cadê? Pra cá. Oxe, calma lá.
Thank goodness you. I understand my condition.
Esse ferimento não é fatal, eu ficarei bem.
The more you understand
Quanto mais
medicine, the worse
sabe
of a
sobre a
patient
medicina,
you
pior o
become.
paciente. Eu sei, eles sempre estão tentando forçar seus limites.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh.
The Academia.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever said...
Don't say that.
Não diga isso, ainda não lhe agradeci por sua
Don't
ajuda.
mention it. Well,
Não foi nada
if nothing
demais.
else, all
Enfim,
this
pelo menos
proves that the
todas essas
doctor
coisas
really did have some urgent
provam
matter
que o
to
doutor
attend to, and left
de fato
Sumeru
tinha
in a
questões
hurry.
urgentes e deixou Sumeru com pressa.
Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the Balladeer.
You said the Balladeer claims that Hypatia has seen his past.
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions.
So, if the doctor was to show up again...
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. In other words,
Os dois fatores estão em guerra, é isso mesmo?
The doctor
Quer
is
dizer,
out
em
of the
guerra não,
picture
tipo,
now.
com a rixazinha.
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
O fator que os dois, como que fala? Esqueci a palavra. É Fatui? Não. Não, são as mensageiras de Fatui, né? Mas isso é tudo igual.
It's about time we rendezvous with the others. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there.
You're so happy just to see the sun again. How childish.
Aproveitar aqui o momento. Ele fica seguindo. Esse Tignari tá obcecado. Obcecado por mim.
Quit following me.
Tá. Agora vamos lá até a hora. Até 7 horas do dia seguinte. Tá. Nossa, é difícil gravar um horário aqui, viu? Ixi, 6h54. Em questão de exploração, como é que você tá? Você é daqueles que explora tudo assim que sai a atualização, você já está explorando tudo, ou você tá que nem eu, que não tem praticamente nada explorado e etc. Ah, velho.
Too slow.
Não acredito nisso. Se eu querer ativar um bocado de missão de vez. Qual o nome da missão? Deixa eu ver aqui. O ritmo quente das ruas. Putz. Que droga, hein? Mas eu vou lá tentar assistir pra ver se vai. Mas como o Nilo tá em outra missão, já vi que não vai dar certo. A minha exploração, acho que nem isso tá em 100%. Eu tenho a... como é que fala? Aquela montanha de gelo. A espinha do dragão. Lá tá 100% com certeza. E Mondstadt também. Mais ou menos. Vou atirar em Ayaka mesmo. Esse banner, na verdade, é 2 banners que eu não me animo muito pra atirar, porque até os personagens 4 estrelas não estão muito legal não. Já tô com 34 tiros e pitch 40. Tá bom, eu tô com 25 tiros aqui, agora o pitch nunca mais eu nem contei. Aí eu nem sei qual tô. Que eu tava atirando assim, meio que às vezes, talvez eu esteja um pouco mais que isso, mas eu não tenho certeza absoluta não. Talvez eu esteja nos 50 por aí, porque eu não tava atirando muito no banner passado também. Foi no banner de... quem tava antes desses dois, Tadeia e Sino. Nem lembro quem foi. Eu dei uns tirinhos assim, mas não foi muita coisa não. Deixa eu ver aqui, pera aí. Ah, não sai não o nome. Agora que eu me toquei. Mas enfim. Só sei que eu não atirei muito também no banner passado. Então eu tô praticamente a 2 banners sem atirar. Skipando e skipando. Isso, é verdade, eu nem lembrava mais. Pra ver como a minha memória tá tão boa.
Oh, hey there, traveler. Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few, and so, do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time.
Mas ao próximo vem a Ayaka. Isso é com certeza. E o outro personagem do banner eu não sei. Mas eu acho que é Shenhe. Ou seja lá como ela é chamada. Acho que é Shenhe mesmo. Então acho que vai ser elas duas. E ela vai vir quando, pelo amor de Deus?
But no one remembers that once the celebration.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. Hey! Paimon's gonna put you...
It's fine. You can come.
Todos vocês podem participar com ou sem presente. As trocas de presentes servem para animar um pouco as comemorações. Sua presença na festa é o melhor presente e é uma grande oportunidade para eu te apresentar a todos no teatro. Mamamá, tantas coisas aconteceram. Pois é.
Yeah, but for now, it's more important. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people, all I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her. She'll be better soon.
Em breve ela estará bem o suficiente para podermos comemorar junto ao teatro. junto do teatro? Não sei.
You're way too modest. Just compared to you, I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside,
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time. What do you think, Trap?
É, né? Parece divertido.
Wait, I completely forgot about this pile.
Whoa, did you buy?
Just one box. The rest were given to me.
That's way too many freebies. Many vendors.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
So this isn't even all of it?
Are you sure?
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him, right, Trevor?
I'm so sorry to
Eu quis te convidar para a celebração.
Well,
Eu já não sei se essa é a missão do Arconte ainda ou já é a missão... Ah, é a missão de Nilo mesmo. Tá, deixa eu ver aqui se já dá pra... Ixi... Nossa, agora ela... Não. É, agora eu vou precisar de 2 pessoas que tá travado nessa missão aqui. Ai, mas vamos lá, né? Bora adiantar um pouco. O tal do... Não. Acompanhe Nilo para pegar os itens comprados.
Oh! Well, if it isn't Nilu!
greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Please allow me to introduce them.
Esse é o Hitaro, um aventureiro muito experiente. Obrigado. E essa é Paimon, ela é a guia de viagem confiável.
Hold on. She got it completely right. Look.
Don't underestimate Nilu.
Não subestime a Nilu.
Every last little detail about every. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she said.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I. Anyway.
Baiju. E o tal do Baiju vai estrear quando nesse jogo?
Did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Ooh, what a fantastic tachin is a mixture of rock. Its aroma is
Só espero que eu não tenha que terminar essa missão toda aqui pra liberar Nilo.
Wait here.
Ai, vai ser ruim demais. Tachin.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it!
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't. I baked a lot just now. And it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the...
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be... Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
Sinta-se livre para voltar à vontade. Cara, parece que eu não vou ser liberado não, viu? Ai, por essa eu não esperava. Opa, aqui nem vi ele. Se você tivesse demorado mais um pouco, os animais de carga teriam comido todos. Você e suas piadas. Animais de carga não comem essas coisas, são afins.
Yeah, really sorry about that.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumter Beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat everything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, Sumter Beast, the textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven. So even if a Sumter Beast got snacky...
You tested this?
But of course! How else could I be so trusted? I wouldn't dare experiment with such...
True, it does
Realmente parece que é realmente um bom tecido. Eu te deixei interessado. Se você quiser comprar, agora é a hora. Ó, marqueteiro.
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her.
Tactic?
I wouldn't go that far. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a top. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchants. Our Nilu here is an extraordinary. After a while, Anyway, since then, I've come to realize...
It's okay.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my lake, they're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh?
Não, jamais não posso fazer isso. Pense nisso como um favor para mim, certo? O criado pode usá-los para adereços e outros enfeites. Me custa amor aguardar ou transportar, então estou perdendo dinheiro todos os dias enquanto continuo com eles. Mesmo assim, deixe-me comprá-las pelo valor do mercado. Essas mercadorias são difíceis de vender. Além disso, se eu te vender, não significa que estou apenas usando histórias para te vender mercadorias de novo. Apenas os leve. Se você realmente se sente mal com isso, apenas me dê algumas entradas para o teatro depois. Você também deveria pagar. Pegue alguns enquanto isso.
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving.
Tá bom.
There's still one more store. Are you all right holding on to
pior que... Pelo jeito que as coisas estão... Ah, não, já tem 3 pessoas. Só tá piorando. Ai, ai. Onde foi que eu me meti? Deixa eu ver aqui.
Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? He must be...
Aqui vai ser um loop infinito.
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your...
Please, I was only looking at them to get...
Quitting spoiling yourself, just ruin...
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. Ah, weren't they at the sub...
Yeah, and they're coming to today.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually...
Oh, yes, please do.
As senhoritas Rekar e Nagia definitivamente vão querer conversar com vocês. Também preparamos um presentinho. Deixa-me mostrar. Tada, é uma coroa de flores. Eu realmente acho que deveríamos usar alguns desses para dar ao evento uma sensação mais comemorativa. Ah, que lindo, foi você que fez? Não. Ai, ai.
What a surprise, huh? He actually...
That is pretty surprising.
Isso é realmente surpreendente.
Why can't I have a little side hobby?
I know. I watched you make... Oh, right. Why don't you also try some on?
Vou até tirar um print disso aqui.
It's perfect. You're so pretty. Is there one that Paimon...
Unfortunately,
infelizmente já entregamos esse que tinha, já que tinha um tamanho de criança.
Fascinating.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best.
That'd be great. Please and thank you.
Estivador, estorvador.
But we have a problem. Thanks for the help. Otherwise, I may not...
Shut it. Fine. It's not like, including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not have strength and balance are both really important.
No, let Paimon. Paimon, Traveler's right. Paimon.
Tá, vamos lá tentar mais uma vez. Tudo bem que acho que Nilo vai ficar presa aqui eternamente. Tá feia a situação.
Are you okay, Paimon? Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Putz. Vou nem subir por ali, né? Porque...
The wind rises.
Meu Deus, eu tô perdido aqui. Mas vou ter que teleportar pra...
Swan Fury.
Peraí. É aqui embaixo? É. Tá. Que lugar é esse aqui que eu nunca entrei? Nunca nem tinha visto. Não, eu tô... Caraca, eu sou burro. Eu tô indo ao contrário.
Too slow. The wind rises.
Eu tô perdido. Ai, socorro. Tá, de qualquer modo eu vou descer aqui e tentar seguir. Meu Deus, onde é esse lugar? Ou é lá em cima, cara? Acho que é lá em cima. Não, mas tá dizendo baixo. Ah, aqui, ó. Não sei, é no mesmo lugar que eu já estava. Só que aqui no canto, que droga. Não sei o que me deu na cabeça.
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the...
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Cara, quando essa galera aqui começa a falar, fala e não quer mais parar.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
Naquele último evento do Ritual da Lanterna, meu Deus do céu. Acho que o final, quando acaba tudo, é que eles se reuniram naquela sala lá. Não sei se você fez, mas acredito que sim, né? Se você tava jogando. Aí você vê essa parte aqui, foi tipo 1 hora de diálogo puro. Peguei muito trauma daquilo. Muito bem, preciso levar tudo isso ao Senhor Zubai e fazer alguns preparativos. Sinta-se à vontade para ficar aqui um pouco. Seria bom se vocês também pudessem conhecer outras pessoas no teatro. Vai, Nilo, siga o seu caminho que agora... Acho que agora vai. Ou não, bora ver. Ah, finalmente. Tá, algum dia eu continuo essa missão de Nilo, porque... Agora eu preciso continuar a missão do Arconte, que é o meu foco principal.
How did everything go? Any luck with your...
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated.
Who was behind?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer?
Cara.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in... So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture.
Além disso, o Tignari está agora descansando, ele vai ficar bem. Ótimo. Sim, Tignari também pedi para dizermos isso para Sino. Confio em seus instintos e experiência. Certo, eu me lembrarei disso. Tudo está indo bem comigo, os eremitas já devem ter chegado ao seu destino. Para evitar alertar o inimigo, eles ficarão aqui por enquanto. Eu então não acredito que vocês conseguiram fazer tantos eremitas... trazer tantos eremitas para dentro da cidade. Tudo graças a Raman e seus subordinados corajosos. Viu que você é estratégia corajosa.
I'm glad to... Well... Is that...
Huh? Wait.
Well... What?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, the virus.
Personally, I'd
Para
rather
ser
we all go
franco, eu
home and get
preferia
some
voltar
rest.
para casa.
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to... So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So...
A scribe is responsible
E
for
daí?
recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler
Empregador,
hired me.
entre aspas.
That's right. So come on.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's
Nilona, é claro.
Hey everyone.
Não passei meia hora fazendo as missões dela pra nada.
I was
Que
actually
ela
just
tinha que
about
dar
to go find
escadas.
you.
Judging from the group, but you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join?
Huh? Join me? You mean you also wanted to...
Yes. Something... Nilu. Are there any breaks in your performance?
Huh? Wait.
Nilu ficou chocada inicialmente, mas não demora muito pra alguma coisa lá que eu vou conseguir ler. Animação e ansiedade.
Most passionate people of Sumeru. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well.
That's right.
I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my ability...
Remember.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently.
Uh-huh?
Oh.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow.
Okay. So I guess that means it's time...
Yep! Good night, everyone!
Behold!
Today's the Academia's Niagarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Al-Haytham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Squall and Fury. The wind rises.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you all?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that consul has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nyagarbha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nyagarbha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes. Worried.
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if things go south.
Behold!
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the Academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the Academia, Scribe.
What the heck just happened now?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, The academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow, so there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuse.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyargarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters. Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Grand Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far... It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Nyargarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Irminsul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kus care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana. So
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham! So you're still on the academia side! We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no? Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well, I will spell things out. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler to Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe, for there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards!
Azar.
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan, but Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Suristhana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Suristhana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and however, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal. Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure. Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening to my people and their hearts, kept looking for a way to save Irminsul, so I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me, and I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archon have I been doing the right thing? Am I... How do I...
Tantas perguntas e poucas respostas.
It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very...
Who are you? You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida! Nahida?
Finalmente.
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you...
I'm fine. When I think of everything that's happened to me.
You should have been angry ages.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! When you went to wake up Nahida, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with the Nyargarba stuff? Yep, so that means our next...
Ai, vamos lá. Muito diálogo, pouca ação. Fale com o Sheikh Zubair. Esse capítulo aqui é gigante, meu Deus do céu. Acho que de todos os que eu falto terminar, acho que esse é o maior. Se bem que tem o último agora que estreou. Para onde vai o barco da consciência também é grandezinho, mas isso é problema para outro dia. Os próximos serão menores.
I'm sure.
All right. You seem, but if anything happens...
Don't worry. They've been through worse.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair.
Senhor Zubair.
You're so very kind.
Olha aí que estava preso na missão de Nilo. Vá para perto da academia. Vamos subir. Tá.
Nilo, how's it going?
Nilo, como você está se sentindo? Está nervosa? definitivamente mais nervosa que o normal, mas apenas estou com medo de que meu erro saia não o suficiente. Bem, apenas se preocupe com a sua atuação, deixa eu responder. Você certamente sabe como agradar a moça, nós iremos ajudar, então por que sinto que você é a única pessoa que está ganhando algo com isso? Que tal fazer algo com você, algo para você comer depois disso? Porque se tudo terminar, realmente agradeço por toda a sua ajuda. Oh, isso é uma boa ideia. Tudo bem, definitivamente vou aceitar. Muito bem, vamos voltar ao trabalho. Senhorita Nilo, ficaremos aqui para impedir que qualquer um querer ir na academia. Então eles não vão interromper provavelmente no final. Como sempre.
You couldn't think of anything better?
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Vai ser facílimo, disse ele. Vá para perto da academia.
Hey, Nilu. Sorry, it's great to
Você
see
está aqui, senhorita Nilo. Como pode ver, estou bem ocupado. Ah, ele vi. No... Lá do espetáculo que ia ter. Que estava preso no loop temporal, aquela parte gigante de diálogos.
I'll pass on the candy though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
Véu safado. Cutscene. É isso mesmo? Parece que sim. Vou tirar o microfone aqui para ouvir a música, que quando eu tô com o microfone não se ouve nada.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that everything seems to be Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when it... it's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he smart and all, but he still makes Paimon... Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway. Paimon remembers that Nilou's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyagarbha Day, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so...
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes... That's pretty clever. Getting right into... I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilou of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this.
All right. After the guards in the Academia are gone...
Then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brother. Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the Academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
Yeah, all they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary, as someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach them a good lesson today.
Indeed, the trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming. Let's head out.
Good luck.
outfit.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa. I won't get cold feet.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guard.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do next? The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard finally left. I need to go.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you? Who are you? Did you set us up?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
You've spent all your time hiding away in the Academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
This is odd. The Academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbaha Day ceremonies. But where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one?
Grand Sage. How may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest.
Arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean...
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali...
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but how can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you...
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go... How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes. She really appeared again? What is the meaning of this?
What a comical sight. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But I didn't expect it to turn out like...
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't...
Then tell me.
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Surasthana. Under your own... As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead?
No.
General
I want
Mahamudra.
you to plead guilty. You once said that I had no standing
Vamos lá
to
então
judge
agora que tem um julgamento em nome de
So
uma
now,
deusa.
How
Bora.
about judgment in the name of a god?
Quero ver ação, porrada. Só espero que eu possa dar uma surra nesse véu. Véu safado. Fale com Paimon. Faltam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How long do we have to wait? Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be thinking about it? At least Paimon has you. When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Surasthana.
Estamos livres, hein? Vamos. Ideia, a salvadora de vocês está chegando. Corta o papo, minha irmã. Ideia bonzinho. Para não saber que você anda resgatando.
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's,
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being tickled. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses. But we already talked to Asvan. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn to blind.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a...
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's. Sino forced him to release
Se não forçou a libertar Lorde Menor Kusanagi, então não tem escolha a não ser obedecer. Então corra até o santuário de Surasthana, considerando que nada de estranho aconteceu. Nós já devemos ter resgatado o nosso Arconte.
Honestly, I
Finalmente,
didn't
hein?
expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to save the Archon, you
O
know?
único objetivo
All
de
right, you two
resgatar
better go. I still have to clean up some
também
messes in the
arrastou
city.
praticamente a cidade toda nesse plano maluco deles, né? Mas no final deu certo. Ponto para a equipe. Estamos próximos, muito próximos do final do capítulo. Faltam apenas 3 passos. Se eu não me engano, são 3 ou 4. Mas vamos dizer que são 3, né? Que agora acho que vai ter aqui pra falar com Nahida. Não, é isso. Não, agora vai para o santuário de Surasthana. É isso mesmo, ó. Tô craque, hein? Aqui em cima mesmo. Vamos correndo. Cortando o caminho com o nosso queridíssimo Scaramouche. Tá, agora aqui vai falar com Nahida. E o último passo do capítulo é para sair do santuário de Surasthana.
They say this is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or winners, and thank you so
É
much for
verdade,
coming to
sim,
rescue
obrigado por...
me.
É porque naquela época que tava tendo o festival de Sub-Zero, alguma coisa assim. Acho que é Sub-Zero mesmo. Falei tanto esse nome que eu já até decorei. Ela tava tipo no corpo de Catherine, ou acho que foi mais no corpo de Catherine ou em sonho lá de Danyasi ou Danyasa, lindo mais o nome dessa mulher. Mas enfim, primeira vez mesmo. Devo dizer, eu estou um pouco envergonhado. Você acabou de resgatar uma deusa e agora você precisará ajudar a deusa a resgatar o país dela e até mesmo o mundo inteiro. Relaxe. Por todas as coisas que a academia fez comigo, assim como por toda a tolice que cometeram em nome da sabedoria, como Arconte deles, eu terei uma vingança. Uau, é assim que se fala. Finalmente na vida vai deixar ninguém passar por cima dela. Tá bom, bora ver. Se você ainda não sabe como ser uma largata, como pode ser uma borboleta? Sim, falando nisso, eu me pergunto como o plano de criação de Deus da academia está progredindo. Precisamos apressar e agir para prevenir o nascimento de um Deus falso. Eu preciso fazer alguns preparativos. Agora que foi solto, eu posso construir uma conexão direta com a caixa e operar seus comandos centrais. Primeiro eu devo remover a restrição que o doutor colocou em mim na caixa. Então eu farei alguns ajustes e revogarei a permissão dos sábios. Após isso, a caixa pode ser revertida ao seu estado inicial, onde ele pode ser operado apenas pela Arconte. Afinal de contas, a academia atraiu a confiança da Lorde Minal Rocadevata. Pode demorar algum tempo, vocês também devem cuidar de alguns preparativos durante esse período. Se falharmos em parar o plano de criação de Deus a tempo, eu acho que teremos que travar uma batalha difícil. Se falharmos, é isso mesmo. Enfim, o que importa é, chegamos a exatamente 3 horas de live e vamos terminar aqui basicamente porque chegamos ao último passo do capítulo. O próximo capítulo será através da noite antes do alvorecer.
Might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
Oh, que meio. Estou louco. Pera aí. Que horas era? 4 horas? Espere até 4 horas. Quase eu cravo. Eles colocaram isso aqui como um passo do... Não. De novo, droga. O lugar da missão está ocupado para a missão A Origem da Contaminação. Termine antes de começar esta. Que missão é essa? A Origem da Contaminação. Vulpizerda, essa aqui acho que é... Ai, Vulps, como é? Raposa? Deve ser o bagulhinho de... Como é o nome dela? Mico. Pera aí, tem algo muito estranho aqui nessa página que eu tô consultando as missões.
Relax.
Quase ia cair. Pessoal, chegamos a 3 horas de live. Basicamente já estamos no final do capítulo. E... semana que vem ou amanhã não, enfim, nos próximos dias eu estarei continuando essa saga belíssima do Caminho dos Arcontes, onde eu, o famoso famigerado Rei Peu, estou fazendo as missões do Arconte aqui na minha conta. E um próximo dia, um próximo capítulo dessa saga está para chegar. Eu vou analisar aí, fazer uma agenda da semana e logo estarei soltando na aba da comunidade. E também lá no Twitter, eu achei um Twitter que eu tinha feito do Rei Peu. Eita, pensei que eu ia iniciar a missão. Se eu iniciasse, ia ferrar tudo. Eu achei um Twitter e eu tô postando algumas coisas por lá, né? Então, qualquer coisa aí é @reipobr. Se quiser mais informações, mais zoeiras minhas, eu estou por lá. Mais zoeiras minhas, que ótimo. Mas enfim, é isso, galera. Obrigado aí a Ferreira Nix por passar por aqui, por participar, deixar o like dele. E que eu acho que foi ele que deixou, né? Não sei. Suspeito que sim. Nada que notifica. Mas enfim, é isso. E obrigado, galera, por essas 3 horas aqui que vocês acompanharam. E logo estarei de volta. Estarei comunicando o próximo dia que vai ter mais live do Genshin aqui. Acredito que a próxima live que eu vou fazer será do evento que tá rolando, porque até agora eu nem iniciei. Então, como é um evento um pouco grande, aí vai dedicar, tipo, vou ter que dedicar umas 4 horas por aí. Talvez eu faça domingo, lá pela noite, mas eu vou ver as possibilidades. E depois é isso aí, depois eu comunico tudo certinho. Obrigado por participar. Uma boa noite e até a próxima. Obrigado e uma boa noite a todos. Heart e vire. Eita, tô me engasgando aqui. Crown. E fui. Valeu, pessoal. Obrigado aí novamente. Abraços.